lot of stuff happened over the weekend, and the Minecraft movie did not stop.
Yeah, look at that.
And it did the popcorn getting thrown all over the place. So Warner Brothers Pictures Minecraft movie is well on its way to becoming the first of 2025 to hit that $1 billion mark. The video game adaptation, it has now pulled in 550.6 million globally after its second weekend of release, a total now standing at 281 million domestically and 269 million internationally. Film's gross has already overtaken Marvel's Captain America Brave New World, which in its 9th week stands at 410 million globally. In its second week, Minecraft pulled in 80.6 million domestically, down by 52%, and 79.6 million from 76 international markets, down by 45. The film is going strong in the UK, China, Germany, and Mexico. Also out this week and faring decent is the vigilante thriller The Amateur, starring Rami Malek. The 60 million budgeted film is tracking for 15 million domestic and 17.2 overseas for 32.2 million. It's pretty good. Domestically, King of Kings is set to take second with 19.1 million, while Warfare released to 8.3 million in fourth place, and fifth is Universal and Blumhouse horror film Drop, which made 7.7 domestic and 2 million overseas in its debut at a tight $11 million budget. It won't be hurting Universal anytime soon because Blumhouse is the smartest production company in the world. They're the smartest. They made a haunted pool movie and it made money. That's it. You cannot take that away from them. And when they made that movie, did you see Drop?
Not yet. No, I saw the other movies this weekend, but I have not seen Drop. I'll catch
location is basically like there's maybe like one or two. The majority of this movie takes place in like one location,
right?
So you can tell they made it for nothing. It's dialogue. Right. They shot things around. They moved the camera around. They use it. They have such a great handle on how to make movies. Blumhouse, right. And they really do. So that doesn't surprise me. King's making what it did doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Warfare. I cannot tell you how bummed I am that I missed that movie.
Oh my God, dude!
I know.
I did my reaction on Saturday. Went and saw it and did a reaction right afterwards. I was shaking, man.
I heard you can't watch it more than once, right?
What's that?
You can't watch that one more than once. I heard.
I think it's a tough watch a second time, but I mean because of what they go through. But it's an incredible film.
That's what I heard. I heard it's really good. And I was on my way. I had gone. I saw Sinners earlier in the morning, and I was going to go. And what's that?
I'm seeing that tonight.
Okay, you're going to enjoy it. So I was on my way, and then I had something I had to do at home, and I instead of continuing uptown, I just stopped at Penn Station and went home. So I would really, really want to see that movie. I probably will catch it at some point, but that movie doing what it did, again, doesn't surprise me. There's really, I mean, I think Michael Gandolfini is maybe the biggest star in it. Is that true?
Well, no, you got Will Poulter.
Oh, okay.
Right. You've got Joseph Quinn. You've got a number of guys.
Oh, Joseph Quinn's in it too. Okay.
Yeah, Joseph Quinn, Tom Melton. There's a lot of guys in that. One of the dudes from Reservation Dogs.
So it's kind of like what all the star-studded cast they had in Black Hawk Down when that came out.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Because those were all at the time up and coming young actors.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. And then what? Number 2 was, which one was it? What was number
Kings?
Was that number 2? Was King of Kings? Okay. So then, and then there was the Amateur. The Amateur. That's another one I missed. I missed both those movies. I was so pissed off. I heard that one was good too. You like that one?
I really like The Amateur. That was a lot of fun. Saw it. I drove up to LA for that screening last week.
Yeah.
We had some fun with that, and it's so good. It's a thriller that takes its time. This is a Rami Malek I've never seen before, and I think the film works so well. And it's very well constructed, and there's a lot of humor amidst the drama that's going on, which I think works so well too.
Okay. Let's talk about what the whole show is about. That's Minecraft.
Okay. Yeah,
we discussed it earlier on in the year, or maybe even last year. We were talking about movies that are coming out, and I said there's a possibility that movie does well because of the audience behind it. Did I think it would do this level of good? Hell no. Like, it's crazy that it's doing this well. This movie's gonna make $1 billion. It's already at least it's already on par. I mean, the fact that it only dropped around 50% is exactly what you need. The next, I think that I was going over it with my youngest today. Is anything else that there is to see in the theater for kids? What's the next one is Lilo and Stitch in May, right? So they've got no competition. The families are going to be seeing this movie, and they have been seeing this movie. this movie is going to cater towards the families, and they're going to wind up continue to make money because that's. I heard people talk. So point and Jackie. I went and I took my little one to gymnastics. So I heard this mother talking to the mother. She's like, yeah, I kept heard all this hype about that Minecraft movie. So I took the family and we went and saw Minecraft. She's like, I didn't really get it and play the game, but the kids were loving it. And I'm like, that's why the movie's making money.
Oh yeah, because
it's continuing. People are like, oh, you got to go see that Minecraft movie. It's because it's the big build to it now. I mean, this is what do you think? This 1 billion easy, right?
I have 2 kids. I have a 7-year-old and a 13-year-old, and they're both learning about money. And for me, I'm always trying to teach them to be responsible with money. Because where do you think kids learn the most about money? Is it their parents, their teachers, or Taylor Swift? No, it's not Taylor Swift. 81% of their kids say parents. 81%. I wish I learned that kind of stuff when I was younger. My dad taught me. I didn't listen as much. I didn't have this kind of idea. And that's what ACORNS does. This episode is sponsored by ACORNS Early. April is Financial Literacy Month, the perfect time to start teaching your kids the value of money, and ACORNS Early make it easy with their smart money app and debit card for kids. ACORNS Early Chores Tracker teaches the kids how hard work does pay off. It sets up tasks in the app, it sets a payment amount, and you tick off the chore when it's done. Easy. Saving goals help kids turn saving into a habit. They can even choose their own target dates and turn on their optional autosave feature to help them get there. It's great because kids need a sense of independence, and they get it when they're spending what they earn with their very own debit card, and they get to choose from 35 plus customizable and designs. Kids can build up their money knowledge and their confidence with bite-sized financial lessons. And the best part is parents can keep track of where and when the kids are spending. You get real-time spend notifications, set your kids' spending limits, and instantly block lost or stolen cards. I love this. It works. It has been a game changer for my 13-year-old. She knows, she understands, she's starting to balance when to spend money, how to save money. It has worked. So if you're ready to help your kids grow money skills that'll last a lifetime, head on over to acornsearly.com/Kristian or download the Acorns Early app to get started. Sign up now and your first month is on us. Acorns Early card is issued by Community Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC, pursuant to license by MasterCard International. TNCs apply. Monthly subscription fees starting from $5 per month unless canceled.
Oh, at least. I think 1.5 is in play, honestly, because it's going to be a month and 2 weeks or a month and a week before we get to Lilo and Stitch, which is May 23rd. So you're running quite a strong game here, and you could argue maybe Thunderbolts or Sinners or these other films might slow the momentum a little bit, but I think there's nothing else, as you said, for like young kids to go and see. And this has also been embraced by teenagers, and it's become a meme TikTok-y thing. So clearly those kids at that age are going to be jumping in to try to create their own videos and go to these. I mean, they're even having screenings that are like the chicken jockey screenings where you can freely go in and mess up the whole theater and react. So they're taking advantage of those situations.
Are they finally doing that?
Yeah. It was announced, I think, over the weekend. So it's absolutely.
They watch the show. They watch the show because I came up with that idea. I said, you got to tarp down the floors. You got to do Rocky Horror Picture Show thing. You got to do a whole thing, and you got to pay the ushers extra.
A little extra. Yeah.
So sorry. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, no, just saying, like, I think it's become like it's our movie for the teenage generation. Like, it's our movie. So we are going to own it. We are going to go see it. We're going to support it over and over and over again. So I think it'll have life for quite some time. So if I was, I don't know what the digital release date on this thing is. Remember, because it's not always 45 days with a lot of these movies. So if I was the studio, I'd be like, hold off on that for a little bit. Let it stay in the theaters for as long as possible.
It's building because look at Mario. Look at this. It's like this is what I keep trying to tell people, especially like an April release through May and June. If you can hit that movie for families and you can hit the sweet spot and you can get kids in that theater, you are going to get a good chance to make $1 billion because there's not a lot of stuff for kids to see. There's just not a lot of stuff for kids to see in the theater. Tons of stuff for kids to see in streaming. But when you have an opportunity to go and make a movie that you're going to get kids in that theater, you can hit $1 billion. You can do it. So I think that's exactly what happened here. They're continuing. The families have been rushing in to see this, and the Minecraft players. And that can come from people who were playing Minecraft 10, 15 years ago, who just want to say, hey, I used to play Minecraft and when we were younger, I used to play Minecraft now, let's go check it out. And I think that's exactly what happened, because this, I think that what did Mario make? 1.3?
I think 1.3, 1.2, something like that. Yeah.
I think it's going to do better than Mario.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree with you.
I agree. Yeah.
And I think because of what you just said also, right? And that's the fact that you can have fun in these screenings and you can do certain things now that they're embracing it. I don't necessarily, and I don't know if it's a true comment or not. But director Jared Hess, can we confirm? Did he say, "Oh, I think the something about like the fun police or something"?
Yeah, he's saying the police are making a big deal out of people throwing popcorn around. So it's a bit of a tone deaf.
I think it's very tone deaf. I'm with you. Very tone deaf. You don't work there, Jared Hess.
Yeah,
you don't work there. You make the movie. You make the money for me. You don't work there.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm going into work and they're like, "Oh, yeah, this is you got to clean all this stuff up now because that's your theater." I'd be like, "I quit. I'm leaving." Right. And I don't get paid enough. So it's like, fun, please. You don't work there. So if he said that is a very tone deaf thing. But if he would have said something along the lines of like, look, you know what we should do? We should make like screens. We can throw things around, pay them a little extra more.
Right.
I don't think anybody had a problem with that. I certainly wouldn't have had a problem with that.
Right.
He's just like, let's have some fun with it. They're having a blast doing it, and it's fun. And if they're paying people instead of $8 an hour, they're paying them 25 or $30 an hour to do it for those screenings, then there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. What he said was, quote, "It's weird when you're having too much fun and the cops get called. It's funny because I think it's just literally cheering and throwing popcorn, which is funny to me that cops are getting called for popcorn. Yeah, it's hilarious. I've seen so many funny stories. I even enjoy, it's great, especially when people are climbing on their friend's shoulders. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Jared, take you and your pretentious beard and show up and start cleaning up some of these theaters. Until then,
there's like, I thought of the people working there immediately.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm like, that sucks. That sucks. Now it's like, and I also thought of the people that took their kids to see it and are getting pelted with popcorn. That's not fun. That sucks. Right. In the same way that if you're like, wow, so what? People were on their phones screaming and yelling about, oh, here comes the fun scene. Oh yeah, I'm here right now. Here comes the fun scene, and I'm right next to them. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Because you're throwing popcorn. It's horseshit.
And they're pulling out their phones to record the movie while they're doing it.
So it's horseshit. It was a dumb comment on Jared's part, but the fact that they're doing it like the fun screenings in a different room, that to me, if everybody signs off on it, that's it.
I'm all for that. Yeah, 100%.
You're still allowed to say, "Oh, I'm in the popcorn thing today. That's my engine. I can't help you today because I'm going to be cleaning that shithole up for 4 hours."
Exactly.
But at least you're prepared. And you're getting paid for it anyway.
To me, the vomiting is the issue. If they're vomiting, the kids are vomiting on the ground.
Vomiting also?
Oh yeah, that was in the news.
What's wrong with people?
I know. When we're kids nowadays, man, they're angry at everything. And you know how when we were teenagers, it's all about rebelling, having fun, and telling old people to F off. And so that's what you see. So I don't fault them for that wanting and having that instinct. It's like, but at the other side, society has to be like, look, cut it out. We're not doing that.
Stop this. Yeah, stop this. Anyway, all right, I gotta ask you guys, what do you think about Minecraft in general? You think this movie's gonna make $1 billion? If so, I think that we're all on the same page that it probably will. What will be, and this is probably what we'll cover next, but what will be the next movie to hit $1 billion after that? What say you? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know.